Recently, Arnold Lumber has been recognized as one of the best places to work for women in the nation. And so that has spawned some excitement with our group. And we're gonna chat about it a little bit. So I'm gonna start right with Kate and say, hey, listen, put you on the spot. As an owner of a company, forget about everything else that goes with it. To be named anything best in the nation, it's pretty cool. To be named one of the best places to work for women, I would imagine, might be a tad cooler. So I just want to get your perspective on that as an owner of the company with this distinction.
I mean, it's great recognition for us. We're really proud of everything our team has accomplished, and that's really what it's all about, is the team. I wouldn't say just the women owner or who made that happen. It's the culture that's being built is driven from the top. I'd say, as women owners, that's part of the reason why I think we got it, but it's also the culture is built around family and the values, and I think it stems from our family. I think being the women from our family that are leading this helps instill the values, but that was our vision, but it's really the management team and then the women coming in and proving their worth. That's what they've done.
It's a cool place to work for anybody. Let me start with this. Who's new here 1 month or less? Just you. All right. So Sarah, you're new here. You're coming into to this company. What's your first impressions of Arnold Lumber?
I mean, when I was going through the hiring process, it was right when you guys kind of achieved that, which was really cool because I knew about Arnold Lumber from being a local buyer. So I knew about the company and I knew how it was locally, but then to see that nationally it's being recognized for something so unique, it's like, wow, this place is going places. It's like, I knew they were expanding into New England, but now it's like, but we're being recognized outside of New England.
Right.
That's really cool.
That is pretty cool. Chelsea, from where you've worked at other places compared to Arnold Lumber, is there anything about Arnold Lumber that really helps you out in your daily life, as you might take it from a position of being a woman in any career, lumber industry or otherwise?
Well, when I first started, it was pretty intimidating because I didn't have any background in construction, but it was such a great team. I've learned so much. You can ask questions. It's like a family, and it's just, it's been really incredible 4 years.
As a professional working in a bunch of different places, I've seen in my career the trend of women just taking traction and taking on more and more roles. And look, it's not a secret, and we're not saying anything out of school, that the lumber industry in particular, traditionally or historically, has been a male-dominated industry. But man, that trend is changing, and Arnold Lumber is taking a leadership role in that. And Ashley, tell us a little bit about the department that you work in and what you do in your role down there.
I work in operations, so we deal with day-to-day order delivery and customer service. We deal a lot with scheduling deliveries and credit pickups, drivers, and deliveries. With special instructions and things of that nature. As
far as I'm aware, and I'm not familiar with the intimate details of dispatch, but pretty much if there's a delivery happening, you know about it. How many deliveries do we make in a day?
We tend to average right now about approximately 140.
Okay.
The most I've seen is 187 or 89.
So of all the deliveries that Arnold Lumber is making in the neighborhood of anywhere from 140 to 170 in a day, you're aware of where they're going, what's going on, and you're the one in control of making all of that happen for the most part.
Yes.
Anyone else have a thought or a comment about Arnold Lumber in particular, different from where they've worked at in the past, as it relates to?
I can say starting out like in that box store industry, I remember saying that I always felt like I had to wear a flannel shirt and work boots to get respect, to say I know what I'm talking about in the construction industry. And since being here, just right off the bat, I never felt that way, that I had to prove myself and my knowledge, from management to the salesmen, the contractors, even customers. They always never questioned, my skills as a woman in this industry and what I have to offer. So definitely coming here with seeing, especially all the women, it just made you feel more empowered and that, you know, you fit in and that you were valuable.
I feel like, you know, even from my perspective, I'm fairly new as well. I've not quite been here 2 years, but the influx and the intertwined contribution of the women in this organization is just so natural. Erin, you've been here about a little over a year and a half or so?
Almost a year.
When you came in, did you have any preconceived notions? And when you were applying to a lumber yard, did you have any thoughts around whether or not this might be a good fit for you?
I thought it was going to be a good fit. I was looking forward to it. I was extremely intimidated when I started because there was the stuff you need to know there's so much.
There's a lot of information. Yeah.
There's a lot, yeah. And I, you know, dabbled in building stuff, so I thought I knew a little bit, but it didn't even scratch the surface. And I was really surprised when I started the camaraderie. You know, people are always there to help you. They're, you know, friendly. I mean, everybody I've met there is kind of my everyday now.
I mean, I get that feeling too. There's, you know, we're making a point of it in this discussion, and you know, when we talk about male and female roles in an organization, usually it's uncomfortable because you almost feel like you're not supposed to be talking that way. And yet, when I'm in any of the operations in Arnold Lumber, you don't even feel that there's a distinction. It's just, here's another member of the team that's doing what we need to get done. To make sure that happens, you know. Steph, maybe you can tell folks a little bit about, first of all, who you are and what you do, and how Arnold Lumber goes about making sure that we have this nice balance and contribution of women on our team.
So my name is Stephanie Sinercha. I'm the Director of Human Resources for Arnold Lumber. You know, I would say that we hire for culture, we hire for the right fit for all of our positions. And you know, our culture and level of engagement is very important to us. You know, we have a whole panel here of very dedicated females, and this is just one little snapshot of the team that we have here with this company. And you know, I'd say I started in 2020, like literally a week before the pandemic hit. And you know, quickly got immersed into, within 1 week, you know, trying to keep our employees at work safe, and then from there, you know, really transitioning out of the pandemic, and we were hiring for many positions within the organization. And you know, like I said, our culture is very important to us. We have a lot of events, a lot of fun, like family events for our team here, and it's really important.
Yeah. Real quick, just to get a breath of the different positions of the folks on this panel. First name and what your position is. We'll start with
Lauren, and I work in the credit department.
Okay.
Chelsea and I do all the estimating.
Ryan, inventory coordinator and buyer.
Tina, and I'm a kitchen designer.
Ashley, operations supervisor and logistics.
Erin, sales.
Howard.
Sarah May in marketing, graphic design.
Yeah.
Joanne, kitchen design.
Kate, owner.
All right.
Stephanie, in the marketing department, I do the events and campaigns.
All right. We heard Stephanie, HR,
And Jamie in HR.
So it's a nice mix, and I know that we have, this is like Stephanie said, just a snapshot of the women that participate in making sure this company is successful, and we have women in every aspect of our business. Anybody here started with Arnold Lumber and now is doing a different position? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So not only is it an opportunity to contribute, the opportunity for growth within an organization, which is also really important, whether you're male or female, and to see even just some people on this panel. Stephanie, what were you doing before?
I actually came from Seaside, which is part of Arnold.
Yeah.
I was working as a production admin assistant over there.
Okay.
And then I transitioned over to Arnold. I was going to start in inside sales. I thought maybe that might not be the right fit. Went to reception for maybe 6 months or so. And then I met Tom and moved over to marketing, and we've been working together since.
Again, I think another testament to when we have the right fit, we get them on the team. we have the right personality, we have the right cultural instincts, and then we try to find where can they best contribute. And I love seeing that we have these, the people in the organization that have already shown us that you can start somewhere and grow to somewhere else. And not necessarily just because you've done so well, but maybe just because, well, that's not the best fit there, but man, the skills you're showing us would really help us out over here, and that opportunity for that transition.
I think a big point of it is if they're showing that they demonstrate our core values, they can succeed and find a position and grow into another position. You know, I think they show you can be a leader. Yes, I'm an owner, so I'm sort of already a leader, but that doesn't mean that you can't be a leader just entering into this business. I think showing the core values, I think working hard, participating, you know, being engaged, those are all leadership qualities, and people are able to grow if they're showing those strengths and those core values.
We need them, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. You want to say something, Steph?
Yeah, so I wanted to say also, you know, going back to 2020, when I first started here, we had roughly a little over mid-20s for female employees working for the company. You know, and over the course of the last few years, we've increased that number by 36%. And these are positions in customer, you know, our counter sales, inside sales, our kitchen designers, and again, it's really important that you hire for the right individual and you put that individual in a place where they can grow and thrive, and that's definitely demonstrated on this team here today.
Yeah, for sure.
If I can just add on that too, I think that Arnold Lumber looks at the whole person. They don't just look at the piece of paper, or, you know, it's not a boys club. They look at the person and the talent that they have, and how can we develop this talent, and where can we, you know, make this talent the best for both that employee, which is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you had asked me 5 years ago if I'd be estimating houses, I would look at you like you were crazy. I love coming to work every day. I'm learning so much. I've had so many great opportunities.
I've got 3 daughters
that
that
are
are
seeing
seeing
me
me succeed in a male-dominated
Dominated industry, and that's really, I'm proud of that.
You should be. You know, and it reminds me too of what resonates with this organization. It's a family company. And you know, there's no textbook written, and there's no corporate down-fed SOP. This is a family company that makes family decisions, and here we are on a national scale being recognized as one of the best places to work because we're doing it the way we think it ought to be done. And a testament to the Arnold family, that family first sort of attitude can work. How many of us have had children since, or kids that you cared for while working at Arnold Lumber, grandkids or your own or otherwise? Yeah. So there's times where, me too, by the way.
Say that's a great point. At Arnold Lumber, you're not afraid to be a female employee. You're not afraid to say that you have a family and your family has needs and you need to be there for your family. Never have I ever been nervous or anxious to go to one of my supervisors and say, this is going on at home and I need to be there for my family, and feel like in a male-dominated industry that I have to hide that I have family needs. I have had that in previous employees in a male-dominated industry, and you would never feel that here.
It really is a
Family
testament
is
to this culture.
When I became a grandmother, I get an email from Stephanie. I'm gonna cry because I love her.
Yeah.
But it was put up on our board. What do we call that board? But we have a large TV. It was up on the TV.
Sure.
It was.
And we wanted everyone to know about that.
You're gonna cut this, right?
Can you please zoom in on Tina real quick and don't miss that shot? Listen, I've sat in meetings where I've heard somebody had an illness, and Kate said, listen, I just want to make sure if ever anybody has any situation like that, that I know about it personally. And that was probably my first month of working here. And we've had that. We've had people go through tough times. And I've seen this group rally around and be there for them. Not all companies do that. They certainly don't have to do that. And if anything, some of them look at that as a bit of an efficiency bust. And so it's not easy for them to do. How many have had their kids or grandkids wandering side by side with them on the floors of Arnold Lumber? Yeah, right? Because, you know, look, some of us, if we didn't have families, probably wouldn't work. You know, because we might be doing something else fun, but part of why we're here is because we have to support these families, and that's important. And, you know, to Tina's point, to be in an environment where you don't have to think about which thing do I have to put first, or what do I have to sneak and hide to kind of sugarcoat. We don't have to. And I think the story to anybody who's watching this is that you can have that and be the best, not only in your industry, you can be the best in the country in a job, in business, period. Not just in lumber, which is already historically not in that direction. So
that was a good point about the award. Was when we received it, you know, your first thought is, oh, best places to work for women in the lumber industry, but that's not what it was.
Right.
It was best places to work nationally in all industries, and that's huge.
It is. It's really huge because it's a little bit, unfortunately, counterintuitive, isn't it?
It's a huge accomplishment. Working here, being so family oriented and based off of those traditional family values and the morals and just like feeling supported. We're all one big family. That's really what it is. We feel like, you know, you're always being looked out for and helped. My kids have events or, you know, school things or anything, sick, anything like that. I've never worked at a place that was so supportive and that made you truly feel, you know, like you're there to, right, like to be part of that one big family. It's not like that really anywhere else. And I come from the medical industry. Wow. It's not even like that. There's no compassion in healthcare compared to what this truly is. This is truly amazing.
And that leadership starts from the top down. And, you know, Kate and her sister Allison, they demonstrate these core values every day. And, you know, as managers, we're following their guidance, but it really allows you and affords you the opportunity to make sure you're touching on all these points, to make sure that everyone's feeling that they're valued, but that the families are equally as important. And I would also say, like, this panel of ladies right here, they're breaking through the glass ceilings. I mean, they're achieving and they're just starting. You know, so there's so much more to come, and it's so exciting to watch them.
It really is cool.
I want to say too that actions speak louder than words, because there are plenty of companies that say everything that we're saying, like that they'll support you and your family comes first and we have all these core values, and totally not speaking from experience or anything. But then, you know, something happens, you know, your dog passes away or something, you know, like I don't have kids, but like I still have emotional like issues that I go through here and there. And, you know, they're all, we're here for you, and then you're written up. But here, like, the actions, they're not just saying, hey, we're here for you. You can see it. Yeah. They're actually there for you, and they're helping you and supporting you.
Very genuine. Yeah. Very genuine.
Can feel it because, you know, if you're not sure, especially when you're new, you see it happening. You see someone had an issue and how they got dealt with. You saw somebody had a grandkid and it was posted up on all the screens in every location. You know that somebody is sick, and we're putting together get well note effort to make sure that they know we're thinking about them. You see it. So you don't have to wonder if it's true when it's your turn to have to deal with it. You know that it's happening. And Kate, you know, if we didn't sit here and have this panel, you don't get this feedback all the time.
Yeah. But sitting here hearing this, there must be a sense of pride for you, your sister, your family, and your father, Art, and so on. We're now fourth generation, but can you tell us just a little bit about your dad running this? Since when did he take over the business? 70s, 80s?
Yeah, I think it was in the 70s. He came back, he was in the Army, and my grandfather had fallen ill, and my dad came back to help out. So
there was probably then even fewer women involved in the lumber industry at the time.
Probably just, you know,
but yet,
wives.
Did you have any brothers?
No.
So he had 3 girls.
Yeah.
Was there ever a doubt in his mind, because he's kind of a pioneer of this effort, that he doesn't have a son to hand this business off to,
Right.
but he's got 3 very capable daughters.
Yep.
And at some point, was there ever a doubt in his mind that that's how that was going to go?
No,
No.
there really wasn't. Like, I never felt it. I know Allison didn't feel it. I mean, he had his way or the highway sometimes, and you know, you really had to prove your ideas to him. But we never felt like he was like lamenting that he didn't have a boy to pass it on to.
So when I hear these things about you can feel it and you know it's real, it really does stem from that Arnold family legacy of, yeah, well, doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, who's capable and who could do this. And if you can't, regardless if you're a man or a woman, okay, you're not right for this team. Or if you think you're better than somebody, you're not right for this team. But if you want to show up and work hard and help others make sure we're the best at what we do, that's what we're looking for.
And they're all supporting each other too. I remember when I got to ride with one of the drivers, I was mentioning my first job in high school was at a warehouse, and they wouldn't let me drive the forklift. They literally were like, we don't want girls driving the forklift. That's what they said, word by word. And he was like, I'm going to show you how to drive a Moffett right now. He's like, I don't like hearing that people say that you can't do something. He's like, man or woman. It was like, and it was just like,
And that's a first impression that you got from you.
literally, and that resonates throughout everybody, not just like the drivers. You know, it's really cool.
Well, I can add on to that too. I mean, it was, you know, you were saying before how, you know, if you have those core values, Arnold's will, you know, they'll find a place for you. But it goes the other way too, where, I mean, I met with Stephanie and she said, where do you see yourself? You know, where do you want to go? Now that you've seen all the different aspects of it, you know, give me your feedback. And I, you know, what I said wasn't what she expected, but she's like, all right, well, we'll figure that out and we'll, you know, we'll pave that path.
Yeah. Listen, it really is impressive. Even just getting this panel together, there wasn't a thought of, who did we cherry pick out of the lineup that should be here? Ask anybody who wants to and has time to show up, and you just show up, you know, and we value that. Any other closing thoughts from anybody about anything of the company?
I think another thing that really contributes to this culture is integrity. So for me, that's something that I hold very dear personally and professionally, is to always make sure you're doing the right thing even when nobody's looking. And that includes honesty. And this job, I've been able to truly be myself and demonstrate that integrity and actually be appreciated and valued versus being ostracized. And actually, I've seen been in a couple situations where saying I've been doing the right thing really led to negative consequences for you. And that shouldn't be. And being able to be that free and being honest and truly wanting to make things better and being able to express that integrity at all levels really also makes you want to be here. And I can go to anybody here and tell them honestly what's going on, and they're going to help me figure it out. We're going to work together on it. And then we can also look at ways together as a group on how to fix this from happening again or whatnot. So I think, you know, the integrity that we have as a team and as a whole company, and being able to demonstrate that openly contributes to the tremendous things that we do every day.
Yeah, there's a lot of collaboration that goes on, and I think women in particular are really good at collaborating, probably because they're managing households at the same time, you know. So there's a lot of collaboration that happens, and there's a lot of respect.
Yeah. Wow. It really is. I mean,
Yes. And fun. Yes.
The people in this room are a testament to all of what's been said, especially these last bits of how you can feel free to be yourself and not be afraid of what the consequences are from that. It's no wonder Arnold Lumber is the best places to work for women. I would argue it's one of the best places to work for guys as well. And thank you all for being here and sharing. Round of applause for everything. And thanks for whoever is watching. If you would like to be part of this team, go to our website, check out our career page, and if you feel like what you hear here is something that sounds good to you and you resonate with this cultural feeling, maybe we can find a spot for you. So check it out. I'm Tom with Arnold Lumber. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.